Hi and hello everyone, it's your old pal Berg787 back with episode 2 of our Volkmar Legendary difficulty playthrough on Mortal Empires and Warhammer 2. So, picking up where we left off, we have to decide what we're going to do here. Some Norsicans have attacked Averland. So we could give up 1,000 prestige and join the defence, or we could give up, well, actually no, we don't have a choice. We could do nothing, which I think is what I'm going to actually do. And unfortunately, Averland are going to lose one of their fealty, but hey ho. I'm not super happy with that, but what can you do? It is what it is. Let's see what's going on over here. It's quite good that we're going to catch them in force march, which I quite like.
My knowledge is yours.
Bring the corpse in.
Oh, let's go do that.
Cleanse the filth.
We do have a unit less than them, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14. Yeah, but it's not a big deal. They're tired. And it's only always. So we should be able to wipe the floor with them. Okay. Let's try and spread our boys out.
For the twin-tailed comet! Free company! For the Warhammer! For the Warhammer! Militia! Free company! We serve the Emperor!
Okay, I think for the rest of our troops we're just going to... I'm just going to stick them over here. Should be fine. You there. You don't need to do either of those. I'll stick you straight over there going after them. Don't really matter if our free company militia take a little bit more beating than they need to. They just need to have it so that we don't get swamped by all of these orc boys at once, because that would be quite tricky. No, don't fire on them. Fire on them.
Attack! Emperor's might!
Nice.
Get up, Ricky!
You want to pull out of there.
Ready! Take the ground!
Now these guys will come back into the fight, but at least be a bit damaged for now. We'll go and harass these other ones because they're obviously causing quite a bit of damage to our free company militia down the middle.
For the Warhammer! Prepare for combat!
So far so good though. Taking a bit of arrow fire from these goblin archers, but it's not too big a deal. You shouldn't do too much damage to a fairly heavily armoured unit.
Taking position.
Now they are, annoyingly, they've got orc boys in support on both sides.
For the Warhammer. Ready to serve. Go. For Heldenhammer! Formation march! Yes, sir!
Okay, still everything is going fine.
Sigma calls! Taking position! War!
these guys weren't so stuck. It's really annoying when a unit's stuck because it really messes up your follow-up charge. Like, even if it's just one, literally one horse, I'd rather them just die, that one horse. Getting shot from behind isn't quite as fun, but it's still all okay. You guys come out here. You turn around and start firing at these guys. It's a pretty decent charge in the back there.
We await your orders. Crossbows ready, General! For Heldenhammer! Take the ground! Moving now!
Just got to watch out for these guys coming from behind. We'll send our spearmen to intercept. I'm going to send my spearmen in to charge just to tie them up. You turn around and fire on them. Pretty good.
Cavalry ready!
Have to get them out of there though. Could probably left them in a little bit longer maybe. But
Yes, sir, quickly! Whoa!
and this is what I'm talking about. It's really annoying when they just get stuck in there. Get out. Oh, actually, you know what? Go after them.
Whoa! The Empire!
Oh, why'd you stop? I could have sworn I told you. Keep firing over here. So they've got their war, but we're not particularly worried about that.
Prepare for combat! Understood! Yes, General!
This guy's going to be a little bit of bother over there, that's for sure.
Free company! For Heldenhammer!
Alright, you lads come over here. I just realised my spears have ran away. Well, not ran away, but ran after the unit I kind of didn't want them to do. Alright, you smack that, and I'm going to give you, not to heal you up, but just to give you some better defense against melee defense. They're broken. We can probably not recharge, but charge into the front of these guys because they're wavering.
The ground quakes! In the name of the twin-tailed comet! Free company!
Turn around, fire on them. Actually, we've got to help them out.
Our steeds are restless.
Charging in there.
Swordsman!
I just realised that Volkmar's getting a little bit harassed there. Probably want to pull him out.
For the twin-tailed comet!
Alright, all good. And we'll try and kill as many of these guys, these orcs, as possible. Because, you know, why not? Let's get these spears out, don't need them involved. You guys can probably just move out of the way as well. Probably just getting shot. Oh,
my lord.
hello.
Sigmar calls.
Go for these guys. These swordsmen are really doing a good job chasing these guys down. Well, are they quicker than them? They are just.
Our orders.
It's really annoying that you can't see the like. Why tell me tell me the difference between the unit that I've highlighted and them? Why not just let me see them like you can on lower difficulties?
Yes, sir.
It's the same thing, really, just a little bit more annoying. Alright, they're chomping them guys down. They've decided to start. I can't bother to tell them to go and chase them anymore because probably won't catch them in time anyway. Yeah, you're not going to catch them, but you can catch these guys. Help the swordsman out. In fact, swordsman, just pull out the way. You'll get in the way otherwise. And we are done. I suppose we lost enough, took enough damage that by how they classify it being a close victory, like based on, you know, how much ammo you've expended, how much hit points you've lost, then yeah, okay, I suppose technically it falls under that category. But I mean, it was never in doubt that we were going to win. Let's take some cash. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, because we caught them in force march, so we didn't actually need to... It's a bit silly of me. Well, not silly, but like I didn't actually need to chase them down, did I? So, a bit of a waste of time. We'll go into ambush mode again. Hopefully these guys move up a bit more. We can't block them with booty juice, because mages, wizards don't do that with the Empire. We need a witch hunter to do that. One more turn. We're not really making enough. I might be able to beg some money to get that up to level 3 though. We shall see. I don't want that either. I think we've got enough decent growth. If I can't afford to build this, I will stick in. And actually, demolishing that might get me enough money to be able to build that. But if I can't, I'll certainly stick in that weaving house, this thing in here. Because we need more money. We've got a lot of stuff that we need to buy. Or pay for, rather. And we'll send Booty Juice around here to go and keep an eye on the Skull Smashers, so we've got a rough idea as to when they're going to come at us again. And maybe if we've got some spare cash,
I will not linger.
we'll get him to do a bit of stealing of technology. Meanwhile,
This is wise. Onwards to battle.
bye-bye.
Moving out. The righteous hammer of Sigmar.
Let's move you up here. Grab Lightning Strike. Okay, so mission accomplished. We've got Lightning Strike. Now we can start to look to do other stuff. In the meantime, let's upgrade that to level 3. Can we put that in? We can. Wonderful. Not much else to do. Once we get that up to level 3, to tier 3, what we want to do in Outdoor, because we didn't get a Bright Wizard, I'm going to build the Wizard's Conclave literally just to get the Bright Wizard, and then we will demolish it. And I'm going to stick in the Shrine of Sigmar, and with the other spare slot I am going to get a Gunsmith, just because I just need a mortar.
Blessings of Sigmar upon
Just
you.
required.
Sigmar, grant me strength.
Yeah, there isn't any regiment of renowned unit worth getting until we hit about level 25 when it comes to siege equipment. So vampires, the Von Carstein's pushing into Talbot Gland, which is a bit annoying. I'd rather them come this way, but it's fine.
The Celestial College in...
Random declaration of war? Yep, of course. Of course. I mean, we kill orcs, you know. Don't bother them. Why wouldn't they want to declare war on us? Makes perfect sense. Okay, so our infantry is that much quicker. Let's go get some more melee defense. And some charge bonus, but mainly melee defense. And let's get some money. And let's... What am I going to want in here? I mean, I will... Until I get another province, this is going to have to be my recruitment province, isn't it? So... It's basically, I don't want Reikland. Reikland isn't always going to be like. At first, you have to recruit from here, right? But I don't want it to be my recruitment province forever because it's a 4-settlement province, which usually are your best money-making provinces. So you want to try and maximise the amount of money you can make. So I'm just thinking, what's best? Should we just stick this in here for now? Yeah, because nothing that we're going to get with Volkmar requires a blacksmith, I don't think. We're not going to be using halberdiers or empire knights. Yeah, the local recruitment capacity increase is quite nice, but it's not that big a deal. And by the time we can get steam tanks, we should have other provinces available to get them. Likewise with great sword. Well, we're not going to use great swords in his army anyway, so yeah, I don't think that's really necessary. Thinking about it. We'll do it the way we've done it.
Brother of Shaiish, deathly silent.
So you're just hanging out there. Now the question is what to do.
Volkmar the Grim. I go in his name. By the Heldenhammer.
I mean, if I had a Bright Wizard and a couple more Warrior Priests, I'd probably take this on without the need for a siege equipment, but I just leave them be. I'm actually going to come over here and I'm going to start raiding Skarsnik. I think that's probably the best move. Get a bit more cash and some passive experience.
Speak.
Oh, hello.
I will hear you now.
Yeah, that's damn right. I thought it was about to be a random declaration of war on me as well. I was like, haven't you got enough people at war with you? Oh, well, I was literally about to say that was at 2 and that worries me, but it's just jumped up to 3, which is quite nice, because we are in the positives up here. The gods are angry. Do we want to give some money for public order? I don't think we do, because public order's fine. Friends in high places, you're approached by your sharpest political advisor, who has formulated a plan to increase your standing amongst the other electors. It will involve considerable politicking from you, however, and a great deal of time spent with each and every one of the heads of other states. We're almost at a position where I would consider this, but I want that 2,000 buffer, so we're going to grab that. Maybe if I was in the negatives on Imperial Authority, I might have gone the other way, but for now, I'm alright with how things are. We're not going to upgrade that just yet, just because I want to conserve my money. We will upgrade this though at some stage, because my plan is to have some outriders in Volkmar's army.
The righteous hammer of Sigmar. I will cast out all evil.
Let's do that.
Embrace
And let's steal some tech. Good job. Okay, so in 2 turns. I mean, unless something happens, there's no way that I'm getting enough gold to be able to build that. To build the Wizard's Conclave in time. Or whatever it's called, the Wizard Building. But I do need the Wizard Building. Look at that. The Skull Smashers declaring war on the Empire Secessionists. They're trying to friendly up with me. Okay, so they're no longer in here, which means that they're probably on their way down this way. I'm not going to do anything. So how far could they have got if they jumped to here, and then if I stay there, next turn they could be all the way over here. Now, they should really attack Helmar, but I reckon it's probably prudent for me to make my way over here. We'll stop an ambush. It's only a 45% chance, so it's unlikely we won't be discovered. But hey ho. Oh, hello. Okay, so they attacked Helmgar and lost, it seems. We'll come back to that. Aldebrand Ludenhof. The rival states of Hochland and Ostermark have been unable to reconcile their differences, and tensions have bubbled over into full-blown war. Elector-Count Aldebrand Ludenhof of Hochland has declared war on Ostermark. What actions will you take? Okay. So in this scenario, I'll take the hit to prestige. I'll take the 1+2 Imperial Authority. I'd rather them not fight each other. If I was more pushed on prestige, I probably would just let Hochland declare war on Ostland, because on these two I would actually side with Hochland and declare war, or either one. So I'm just going to leave that be. I'll take a bit of a hit to prestige, that's fine. But anyway, coming back to this, so there was just a scuffle here. These guys might be a little bit damaged. Let's go check this out. They are indeed, just as I thought. Let me just encircle again. How badly are these? Alright.
Sigmar is with us.
So I'll take a bit of damage, but they're already damaged.
By Sigmar! Purge the heretics!
That wasn't a lot of damage in all fairness. And we can just loot and occupy it to get a bit of a buff to healing. And we got that as well, that's pretty good. And the Empire Secessionists to know more. It's only 300 gold, so we can probably spend that. We'll go for growth.
What?
That's all good. I believe... Oh, no, Dragon Tooth is obviously better. Okay, that's all fine. Now that we've got Lightning Strike, I'm going to go to Hold the Line first, just because it's a constant passive buff. +5 melee defense anywhere Volkmar goes within 40 meters, so including himself. So basically that 45 melee defense that he's got is really 50 melee defense, it just won't show. We do actually have enough money to build the Shrine of Sigmar, but I'm just going to wait to save up for that.
Bring the corpses.
Let's go back to Massive Orcal. Be interesting to see if they attack me or not. They might just underway me, and I don't really want to fight them in the underpaths, because whilst I love my right, they ran off, that's good. Whilst I love my Free Company militia, they don't really shine in an underways battle.
Chosen of Sigmar.
Now what I am going to do is... I was hoping there was a bit of a better ambush chance somewhere around here. Which is a bit disappointing, to say the least.
Never yield. Grand Theogenist.
That's a different army. I suppose we just risk it, right? We'll just pop here, we'll go into ambush stance, maybe we ambush them, maybe we don't. Next turn we will have enough money to build the wizard thing though, so that's good. Now, of course, they could just jump over me. They haven't done. Okay, so they're standing there. That's fine. We can probably go and fight them.
Defender of the faith.
Yes, let's do that. Meanwhile, I'll stick that in there.
The righteous
The laws of chivalry demand I hear you.
Raiding your lands and you do not care. And you're going to get a bit annoyed because I'm going to enter your lands. Oh well, never mind.
My knowledge is yours.
Now they will have a +5 leadership and melee defense for this battle, but it's not that
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
interesting that they decided to take this on. That works for me. Is he on a boar? Ugrok Cracktooth. I believe I did see him on a boar. You're such a boar. Thankfully they're a bit duffed up as well anyway, so that's good. They've only got 3 units of Araboys.
Free company!
A little bit annoying that
Yes, sir!
there's a fair bit of forest here, but you know, what can you do?
Free company! Yes, sir! We obey! Ready! Spearmen!
We'll sit like that. You sit there.
Faith is my shield.
Stick you there.
Ready for war!
Stick you there. And
Free company! Yes, my lord!
away we go.
We serve the Emperor! For the Twin
Now they do have nasty skulkers here who I can't
Free
see
company!
just yet.
Take the ground! Understood! For the Emperor!
So obviously do have to be aware of
Free
them.
company! For Heldenhammer! Drag them down! Free company! We serve the Emperor!
Oh, he's charging. Looks so funny.
Our steeds are restless!
That's quite a lot of nasty skulkers over there.
Free company!
Oh, wow, there's
Quick march!
way more than I thought there was.
We obey! Finisher! Sigmar!
Shoot at him. He's a fairly fat target on that boar, so we should be able to get some decent hits on him.
Finisher! Send us out! Finisher! We await your orders! Free company! Taking position!
I'm going to try and annoy him somewhat with my...
Yes, my lord! Moving! Cavalry, ready! I go, Morass!
just pull back.
March! We are ready! Ready!
So get out of there pronto.
Free company! Formation!
I'm presuming there's some nasty skulkers that I've just lost sight of.
At speed! Formation march! Moving now!
Alright, I've really got his attention now.
For Heldenhammer! Ready to serve! Take the ground!
Alright, this is all going rather swimmingly.
Emperor's might! Finisher! Quick march!
It shall be. The Empire.
We serve the Emperor! Take position! Go! Taking position!
Oh, they're getting a little bit more shot than I'd like. That's fine.
Free company! Quick march! Finisher! Glory awaits! Free company! No lingering! Back them! Formation march! Free company!
Right, you keep firing on here.
Swordsman! Quickly!
Swordsman, stay where you're at.
Sigmar's will.
Sigmar!
Right, you will all start firing over there.
The ground quakes! We are Sigmar's heirs! Ah! Swordsman!
Right, they're starting to get pretty wrecked now.
Awaiting command! Court friends! We obey!
I'm not trying to really charge them, I'm trying to get round them.
Free company! General!
Caught a little bit there, which is annoying, but it's not the end of the world.
Ah! Sigmar guides us! At speed! Sigmar calls!
This is all going rather swimmingly.
Seeds are restless!
Their Lord is still causing a few issues, so we'll see if we can go and tar pit him up a bit.
Emperor's might! To the Emperor! Finisher! We are Sigmar's heirs! Flagellants! Free company! To battle! Now! Sigmar guides us!
Right, actually, let's have you run over this way. Oh, it's good, they're finished.
Awaiting command! Yes, sir! Swordsman! Strike them down! Get them! To battle!
Feel free to shoot and charge and kill as much as possible. I'm not really sure.
Sigmar guides us!
How much there's left for you to do. We'll speed this up a little bit. Oh good, oh good, oh good. They're getting shot to bits. So now the position that we're in with the Skull Smashers, this is almost like a really delayed Sack City. If they just keep sending these stacks that can't really do much to us. It's like a slow way of leveling up. Obviously, we'd rather they're not there, really, truth be told, because they're just a nuisance. They're like a mosquito. Not necessarily deadly unless it has malaria. These guys certainly don't have malaria, but you know, definitely annoying. We'll take the cash.
Moving. Volkmar
We can
the
catch him,
Grim.
which is good. Ooh, Volkmar got some snazzy armour there. That's pretty good. Happy about that. Didn't get a level up, which was a bit annoying, but should do now.
I am Volkmar.
And we will grab some more cash.
Moving out. Yes. I see Sigmar's hand in
And we'll
this.
sprint back this way. And the potion of strength, it's not as good as the potion of toughness, so no good for you. We are... it's close, right? So 1,000... it's very close. I think we've just about got enough next turn if we don't do anything else. So we won't. Let's give him the Grand Hammer of Sigmar. We will start buffing our flagellants, but the Grand Hammer of Sigmar is pretty good. And we're almost in a position now where we can start to sack the crap out of Karak Asgaraz. Should be good, but depending on what the vampires are doing, let's go and take a look at that. Okay, so interestingly, Averland and Steelan kind of holding them at bay. The problem that we're going to have is getting involved in a war with them without...
I hunt.
Alright, I don't actually know them yet. We're going to have to go and check that out. But I need to get involved... Well, I don't need to, but I'd like to declare war on the von Carsteins without... Maybe they're not in a military alliance or a defensive alliance yet, but usually they are. And I'd like to get involved in that war without calling in the other, if possible. I mean, it's not the end of the world if I have to do it that way, but I'd rather not. Alright, let's get the Shrine of Sigmar up.
Ready.
Let's drop you in here just to heal up a bit.
Suck off.
Suck right off!
We'll keep Booty Juice just down there. Keep an eye on things. And let's increase the weapon strength of our infantry. But yeah, once he sees that one of these armies has left the area, then we know that we need to kind of move back. Okay, that has left, but it's not left in the way that that would worry me. I don't want the extra 5 leadership. I want all the money I can get right now. Oh, Middenland demands region. Historically, the region of Middenstag has been ruled over by Middenland, but it's currently under the control of the Elector Count of another state. Boris Todbringer, the rightful Elector Count of Middenland, has asked for your help in restoring his rule. Okay. Normally, what I would do in these situations is kind of rule in favour whoever has the least amount of fealty, unless it was someone who I really wanted to confederate and they were at like 9 and I wanted them to bump up to 10. So in this instance it's going to be Middenland.
Death is not the end.
Okay, so just keeping an eye on where they are.
Orders. Sigmar has heard my prayers.
We'll move right up to the border.
Knowledge is power.
Next time we'll go and do some raiding. Meanwhile, we can improve... I think we're going to get more money, right? So let's do that. Now, the good thing about having Helmgart as well is that, well, I suppose they're in range of Helmgart, but I would be less annoyed if Helmgart got blown up than what I would be if one of my actual cities got blown up. So at least we can see them a little bit earlier if we lose sight of them over here. That's quite nice that they're now at war with someone who's actually in the area. I would rather it that they were at war with I always forget what they're, Pavaron or whatever they're called, but I suppose Baston will do, even though Baston are pretty rubbish.
No.
Alright, so they're still raiding there, and they're still hanging out there. That's all good. Let's give us a bit more money.
Sigmar be praised.
Pop in there.
Sigmar has
Do a bit
shown
of
us
raiding. And we're also going to see if possibly, somewhere, by some miracle, we can get a trade agreement with someone.
Protector, bow before the rightful lords of this land, and I...
Probably not.
King Llewellyn, do you wish
Ooh,
the
yes.
lady's
Ooh,
favor?
well, I mean, how long is that going to last for? Couronne is down.
Done.
I mean, we'll get it for as long as we can, but Couronne is in a bad state. Which, I mean, truth be told, I'm not too bothered
Welcome to
about.
Kislev.
I just don't really want to... I know some people like to rush Marienburg, and I've done it in the past, but to be honest, I'd rather do what I mentioned before, go and deal with the vampires, and if you come into this area, you just end up in wars with the Norse. And, oh, Jesus, what the hell's going on over here? The Leaf Cutters. Wrecking up Middenland. I sense an opportunity. No, I'm not going to do anything. I might help them out. We'll see. We'll see. I'd love it though if someone fucking
What does
got
the
rid of these
Emperor need
idiots.
that he cannot already find in his vast, if...
Nice. Although Marienburg is a little bit far away. Okay, so another region that was taken by someone. So Midland keeps getting all their land taken, so we keep giving it back to them. Sweet. Alright, we're not gonna... Well, oh yes, there's some good ones here, actually. Oh, there's one good one, strong. That's what I want. Unfortunately not... Not horrific.
Sigma, grant me strength.
Actually saying that.
I will cast out all evil.
Do I want a noble one? Because noble one's not terrible, because I am going to be around the map, right? And that construction time counts for when you build something, when you click to build. So whilst I'm conquering regions, it's not awful having that. I mean... It's tough, really. I mean, yeah, it's nice, but who really cares? I mean, I'd rather it be knowledgeable, truth be told, or even perceptive. Disciplined would have been pretty decent as well, I suppose, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. Yeah, let's go with the noble one.
You need fire?
And then we can just dismantle this building now as well. Get some money back.
Ready to burn them.
Gregor van Zanger. That's not your real name, I know that. Your real name is Katie. We're not going to give him any weapons or anything like that. We could give him this though, I suppose. Ambush chance increase, yeah, sounds pretty good. I suppose for now we can give him that, but we'll transfer that out once we've got something better. We do actually have enough money to be able to get a... what you call it. And the reason why I have to bring him back in is that instead of getting it at level 3, I can get him at level 8 now that he's in the province. So we'll get Dolph von Sauerhofen, Schnoffen, Bloffen. And you
Let us forge
are now called Lucian. Yeah, pretty decent melee attack. Can't give you anything there. Give you the potion of strength, I suppose. Why not? Give you that since we don't really have anything better to give you. Leveling you up. Bang in 2 and replenish troops. The Hammer of Sigmar, Safeguard, and the rest in Impassioned. And then we will go Wild-Eyed, face Bastion, then obviously grab these as we can. Righteous Fury is pretty good as well. And all round make these guys pretty tanky. I do want another one, and hopefully we get a decent one here. Another strong one would be good. Tough, I'll take tough as well. But I don't really want perceptive or determined.
Praise Sigma.
We don't have enough money to be able to get the flagellants in just yet, but we will start to rejig our army. Do you have enough to... No, just enough.
Paths of darkness.
Okay, so interestingly, both of their
Chosen of Sigma.
both of their armies have gone. So I'm presuming they're up to no good. So we'll get into a position where we can do something about that. Well, I was correct. They are up to no good. I did see that Middenland took a settlement back from the Leafcutters. This is going to be tricky. It's not undoable. but they do have big guns. Oh. We'll see what we can do. As I said, doable. If it was orc boys, I'd be like, yeah, no problem. Big uns do pose a little bit more of a problem though. And if I had 2 mortars, yeah. You know what, normally I go up here, but truth be told, I don't know why I do that normally. So I'm just going to sit here.
Spearmen!
I'm going to put our spearmen there.
Missiles at the ready!
We'll put you guys behind. This just means we can start firing on them earlier, right?
We are Sigmar's heirs!
I'll stick you here as well.
By Ulrich Krah!
We'll keep our swordsmen
The Empire endures!
in position. And away we go. Now up here, I guess it means that you can fire at them a bit more before they get up and then bunch up, but I think this is fine if we create a little bit of a mosh pit on a downhill. We've got troops to throw in. As long as they don't kind of do too much coming around the side, which I feel, I was going to say confident, that's maybe the wrong word, but I feel like we should be okay. I'm just going to move these guys back a bit now as well. They're not in great positions to fire on anything whilst they're climbing up. So I'll take the opportunity to just move back just so that I can drop them in on the front end of here. Because at the moment where they were positioned, that's a bit too near. So if these chappies were to turn around, yeah, see now we can drop mortars in on the front end. I don't want you firing at will though. I will start having you fire, but I need them to get a little bit more bunched up. Actually, you can probably drop a couple on these big ones. They just seem to be standing there in a big clump. Right, now you can start firing over there because they're a little bit bunched up. Maybe better to fire over there. Not doing an awful lot of damage there, which is problem. You guys, I mean, feel free to start firing on them. Like, you're literally in range, you can fire on them.
Get them!
Right, their piggies are looking to flank, which is annoying, but hey ho. Oh wow, we've ripped their lord. This will be actually pretty good if we can take him down.
Ready for war! Go! Sigma, call!
You take the brunt of it, we'll get the great swords to come in
Swordsman!
on the second.
The Helden Hammer!
Just keep firing at their lord, I want him dead. And then you fire around there. I don't want it near enough. They should bunch up enough that we can hit them there and not have to worry about hitting our own troops. Be a bit nearer.
Attack!
Ooh.
No lingering!
Okay, so that's a little bit annoying. I was kind of hoping they'd come and attack us, but oh, maybe they are. Okay, that's good. But this is going pretty good at the moment. They kind of haven't made up their mind if they want to attack us or not. We'll go up and take that. I hope they just come and attack us. I'd much rather that. And still holding pretty well. See that 46 melee defense doing stuff. Their lord's wavering. We are starting to run a little bit low on ammo. To the point where I'm going to tell you to conserve some ammo.
Missiles at the ready!
Good, their lord is dead. Kind of wish all these guys were out, because I can't really move away from here, you see. They've got their war. It's not helping me much though, because they're all in the midst of fleeing. To bring these guys over. These guys are pretty low. Alright, here they come.
Great swords! Yes, sir!
Alright, they take the brunt. You come in.
Hit targets! Swordsman!
don't have support over here, but these guys are pretty beat up, so hopefully this line of swords can hold. And that's that. Okay, brilliant. Feel free to start firing over here. Just when they decided to try and take the objective. That would have been pretty annoying. I'm glad that they didn't take the objective. Staunch line of spears, eh? Shame we don't really have anything to run these guys down with, but...
Yes, sir.
These great swords didn't even feel a thing. Only got 5 kills themselves, but... let these guys take the brunt, come in, support them, smash them up. Just get a couple more, if you can. A few more kills. I suppose I could have rushed some guys up onto the turrets there and have them fire, but pretty pleased with that. Heroic. Write it down. Hero. Rudy Leitdorf. Hero of the Empire. Didn't even need to get him involved. He was just standing there behind them like a good general saying, "Come on, lads. Keep it up." But these spears, man. On the slope. Melee defense buffs. From the technologies. Doing their job. Well done. Staunch line of spears. Good stuff. And we'll take 1,000 gold for that, please. Thank you very much. I really need these guys to join in the fight, though, against the Skull Munchers, or whatever they're called. I mean, this just basically switches one from 5 and one to 6. Let's keep Boris happy, though.
What does the Emperor need that he cannot already find in his vast, if tainted lands?
What about if I declare war on them? No? I need someone to fight them who'll actually do something about it.
Blessings of Sigmar upon you.
Okay. First things first. See you later.
Volkmar the Grim.
Sigmar heals us.
The rights are spoken.
Alright, now we need to drop in a gunsmith. Because we need, you know, a little bit of sieging.
Yours.
Do we have a decent perceptive, determined, and aggressive? Aggressive isn't horrific, I suppose.
What do you require?
Not Richard Kemp. Richard Hurd. I suppose for now that's what it will be. Very similar to what whoever the other guy is, I can't remember now.
Grand Theogenist.
I suppose we've got to drop another unit as well, don't we? Well, we're going to have to drop more anyway next turn, so it doesn't matter. Cool.
Spirit Master.
Come up here just to see if... Alright, wherever they retreated to, they retreated pretty far. It might actually make more sense to keep him, Booty Juice here. Because that way I can see if they arrive here. And then that gives me enough time to react. But also, I might just actually march down here and destroy a massive orc, because it's a piece of shit. We completed this quest. Wonderful. Ooh, an ungentlemanly agreement. You have recently become privy to a huge financial debt that exists between 2 imperial states. The Elector Count Boris Toddbringer of Middleman has illicitly secured a large loan. Yada yada yada. Alright, well, we'll side with Averland on this one.
What do you require?
And I think we're going to call this episode here. So, do we want another? I'm just trying to think. I think 2 is fine. We'll go for 2 for now.
By the Heldenhammer.
You jump in there. We'll fill out the rest of our army with some flagellants, with more flagellants, and we'll grab a mortar or 2. Then we'll go and crush massive orcal, and then we don't have to worry about them. You see, then we can go and do other stuff, like destroy the vampires. But that'll be on the next episode. If you enjoyed what you've seen, if you've enjoyed yourself, found it interesting, learned a new thing or 2, please consider leaving a like. And if not, leave a dislike. See you tomorrow. Bye.